Wholesale prices for vegetables skyrocketed nearly 40% in July compared to a year ago.
But food prices continue to outpace inflation, increasing by 28% since 2019.
Half of entry-level white-collar jobs disappearing and 10 to 20% unemployment in the next 1 to 5 years.
Oh, there will be no fire today, cued, just frustration. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being worse, I'm at a 20. I come here every single day explaining to you and my close friends how this works, how everyone stops breathing, correct YouTube words, except for the 1%. And how everyone is so shocked after, oh, look, we have huge Bank of America warnings. I'm looking at it right on the screen. Groceries about to double. Why is that? And no more packages coming in from Mexico. Look at this. And then I'll explain. And then I hope it goes in your beautiful brain, because I guess my friends that say, well, you're 2/3 right. These are friends that own banks. They're actually the 1%, and they don't get it. Look at this article from Fortune magazine. I like, that's a good look on her. You guys, redhead? Sorry, squirrel. Anyways, it's like when you see a tsunami coming. Can you please drop the T? Always screws me up. Coming in. Agricultural economists are sounding the alarm about produce prices doubling. And then my sexy redhead over here, she seems to be a little distraught. I say that cannot be true. You cannot have 50 to 100%. Look at this. Strawberries. What are they on strike? Milk prices from 7 to 14. Well, that's going to do really well. That's going to bode really well for the middle class. I'm just saying. Strawberries are now a luxury good, and switching to processed food. Well, you know that Bill Gates guy has a solution for this. Maybe that's why he was just at the White House. You guys caught that, right? The jab. I'm done. You know, he created this whole new food line that's not meat. Looks like it, though. I guess if you're not going to take the jab, you'll eat the jab. Also, did you guys catch the Ferrari in the shot? I know you did. Actually, I got my son a Ferrari. Look at that. Woo! He's gonna like that. 488. Anyways, influencers say you put that in the shot and everyone will know you really got it. There. Perfect. Currently in Huntington Beach. It's humid. I'm coming down here and I'm reading this like, what's the problem? Oh, it's Donald Trump. It's like when you see a flood coming, tsunami. It must be the water's gone up. Yeah, must be global warming. Tariffs. No one wants to pick strawberries. Also, you're probably not going to believe this. If your kids are like, I can't get a job. $18 an hour, undocumented. $18 an hour to pick strawberries. To think, $3.35 an hour. That's what I used to make. I just did the math here real quick, right? See my little calculator. I'm like, okay, you get a raise. You're now at $20. You're working maybe 60 hours, putting a little overtime. No taxes, $62,000 a year. You let me put in 1 year picking strawberries. We got to do this. We'll do like a little study. From picking strawberries to a multimillionaire. Let's do it. On the trading account was 62. I got this. It was an interesting day in trading. I'll get to that in just a second. And GDP and our economy. But now my frustration with my very close friends. And I'm like, this is what's happening. It's a debt-based system. Wipes everyone out. You go to a bank, you get a loan. There was the argument. I'm like, the banks don't have to have anything. They don't have anything. Well, I should start a bank. Yes, you should. That's why banks do it. Oh, well, they have to have reserve requirements. I know. My family, banks, everyone. I've owned 100 of them. Or I would, but I make more money this way. And I said, reserve. He's like, no, you have to have reserve requirements. No, you don't. Zero. I even sent it to him. And then I said, I'm always right. Always right. Look, I don't know who Bill is. You need to wake up from your dream, LOL. Well, there is no dream. This is the system that you're in. Where the orange guy or the pink guy or girl, I don't care who it is. And it's, let's print $1 trillion in bonds in 40 days. I mean, give or take, that's $10 trillion in a year. What do you think's going to do? What's going to happen? Well, the same thing that happened last time and the same thing. It is a debt machine, or as some of you would call a beast, and it has to be fed. And I just had breakfast, and the guy, server, very nice man, and he's like, yeah, I work here, and then I have another job. He has 2 a day and 7 days a week. And I'm like, wait till it's 3 a day, 8 days a week. He's like perplexed on what's wrong. Should I vote Democrat? Should I vote Republican? I'm like, no, it's a money thing. Where does money come from? No one can answer that question. Then when I answer it with one word, it's even more confusing. It's debt. That's where my one friend's like, well, I need to start banks then because you could just create money. Yeah, that's what they do. And then it wipes out the whole middle class. It's a debt-based system, 1% take all. I come to this channel and the server was like, how do I fix that? You got to be 1%. Start businesses, trade equities. Or pick strawberries, trade equities. Then I was trading this morning at the breakfast table with my big phone, and he's like, that really works? And I said, yeah. How would $1,200 a day help you? He's like, yeah. I will also have to say, when you do this, are you doing it? When you start doing it consistently, you're going to kind of lose track of the value of money. Because when you're making $1,000 a day and you're like, well, okay, whatever, that's fine. Kind of taking yourself outside of this realm. 41-year-old Chicago mom takes out a buy now, pay later loan for anything over $200. It's just easier. I mean, tell me without telling me that everyone's drowning right now. Oh, but wait, this just in, breaking news. The dollar. The dollar, it's crap. U.S. economy expands. Oh my gosh, look at this. 3.3. Stronger investment. It's the bond market. What happens when we just create $1 trillion out of thin air? And it goes somewhere. Lo and behold, our GDP's better. Stronger growth in investments. Only caveat is you, the middle class, you have to pay it back in your taxes. Oopsies. Or the 1%, because they always say that the 1% pays the most. It's the 1% that haven't figured out yet how to hide it all. At the end of the day, you want to acquire assets, okay? And then in the sale of those assets, because then it's just debt, you don't pay taxes on the debt, and you just keep doing that. You expense everything, and lo and behold, no taxes. The kicker is you got to pick strawberries for a year, trade equities, buy assets. My apologies for the strawberries. And then later, you create LLCs, and you create trusts, and you work everything inside and out of that, and it's like, what money? But what you cannot do is stay in the whole job thing. No, it's easy, because it is easy. Get a degree, get a job. Don't get a job. But what is crazy is that's actually going away. You have witnessed that over your life. Like, get a degree, get a job, get a pension, a retirement, all that. And then, that starts disappearing along with the money in your bank account because it's debt. Then everything keeps going up because of debt. And the system knows if you pay off the debt, money goes away. Now we have a liquidity problem. See? Problem. So the solution is just print $1 trillion every 40 days. There we go. Feed the beast. Everything's great. GDP is up. Stock market is up. Liquidity is up. Middle class, goodbye. And breaking news, whatever that is above my head, swing trade it on the 2-minute. Get it, run it. Stocks making the biggest moves. NVIDIA. Show it. I watched that. AI adoption. Look at this. Hey kids. Hey, Stanford kids. It's just been out. It's what, a year. AI adoption linked to 13% decline in jobs for young U.S. workers. Stanford study reveals, and it will continue. And these are 25-year-olds with degrees and experience. Some examples of these highly exposed jobs. Customer service. Okay. Accountants. Okay. Software. Huh. Now, as the tsunami rolls, do you think maybe it's going to get worse? I'm going to go with yes. But the good news is you can always just buy now, pay later. I mean, that's currently what our government's doing. I mean, how are you going to fix this when prices have already doubled, tripled, quadrupled? Okay, so now a strawberry used to be $1, and then it went to $5, and you're like, or $7, okay, and now it's going to $14. But I told you. Oh, and coming in from Bloomberg, Hades, no. Shock. $934 bill shows tariff pain to hit shoppers. And it doesn't really have to be tariff. I mean, it can be. All right, throw that one in. But look at all of the money that we're bringing home. And I just want you to see this again. Oh my gosh, we brought in 40 billion, 400, like whatever it is. Making whom richer? That would be the government. No, bravo, Trump promised that we're getting it all back. And then we'll have no income tax and no Epstein files and no gold and no arrests and drain the swamp while he swims in it. But just put all of this aside. Hence the reason why I come here every day. I don't have to. I could travel the world. I could zoom around in my Ferrari, right? But no, I click record and I'm like, hey guys, please click buttons because the stock market isn't going away. Yes, bravo. What about AI? I got that covered. Also, every 10 people cohort, it's a big word, I knew. My brain's like, good luck on this one. Everyone, all of them are like, wow. Here, I'll log in. Tell me this does not blow your mind. It blows my mind. And now it's good because now everyone's like, thank you for the 779%. These are all actual. SoFi. 30 days, we're up 44%. 60 days, 119%. 131%. 700. I could go on. Look at the green. Look at the green. Forever, 419%. Look. Uh-oh. Wait, there's a little red in there. Yeah, but that's what was that like on a day? Look, 5%, 166%. This is 300%, 344, 103, 78, 50. It works. And you could do it manually. This is manual. This is his name's not manual. A student in the course that I'm like, just send me every morning. It made 315. He's like, I'm going to go on a walk, come back, grab the bounce. I followed along with them and I'm like, why don't you keep it going? That thing bounced, right? This was this morning. This was on the NQ1. I'm like, if you do it right in the middle, just say it's you. These are on the 2 minutes. You just gave up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 minutes of your time. 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. There, purple, just close. If you want, take the swing up. You make the swing down, you make the swing up. Look at that, another run. Took a screenshot, not this one, because I'm too lazy to times 70.25 by $20. And AI, I'm like, I don't even have to ask now. I just upload like, oh, here you go. Already knows what I want. 1,000, I actually was like, oh, that's $140. Oh, skip that, $1,405. I can rinse and repeat. How much did it make up? More. It was that run. That could have been a run here. That was a swing run. Purple, take profit. Just keep doing it. Here, I'll show you. So that one was 70, right? So, see the points right here. This run, I'll go here. That's 42. Let's see. Let's do another one. Let's do this. Swing up, swing down, beat down, run up to the purple. I'll go half of the purple, 93. So what, you're at $2,000, 22, something like that. If you're not getting out in the purple, you're one candle closed below the Bravo 9. If you don't know how to do it, link in the description. You got to click the more button. So many people, you can't find it. Look at this. What? Oh, I got to raise the price. Raise the price, $2.99. It's $2.99 right now. And you get my free bear market to $3.99. Or the bear market goes away. And 1 million. Look, see? Look at all this. Look, I can just scroll forever. Get to instant access. While the government does what they do and wipe you out. Pick strawberries. Set up a trading account. Move money. B of A study. Flag 30 trillion GDP versus, I see a problem here. 30 trillion GDP versus 34 trillion debt. And the dollar is losing power. Actually, your whole life, your dollar has went to zero. But it's okay, kids. Remember, save your money, go to college, get a degree. They've programmed everyone. While they destroy the whole system, collect all the assets. Oh, it's so infuriating until you figure it out. You're right. You're like 28 with a doctorate. You're like, all right, I'm ready to go into the workforce. Give up half of my money to taxes. Was I about right? You graduate high school. Oh, and you had to, that was forever to get there. And then you're like, all right, 10 years, medical school. Now you're 28, 29. Done with residency. Okay, now we could really start making the money. Not really. At least I'm saving money. Oh my gosh. Just to let you know, no one is here to help. It's not Biden, those other people, Trump. I mean, it's It's just feeding the beast. And I think he knows how it works. I mean, Scott Besson, that dude's like a drunken sailor. Or Jerome over there, he's just the punching bag. He's like, I don't know, we just have a balance sheet. Just do loans like all the other banks do. They keep wanting me to lower interest rates, and I don't have the ability to do that. Just in charge of the Fed funds rate. That's it. And I actually don't even think the Fed governors, like, I don't think they know how this works. Actually, I bet you everyone behind the scenes, they're like, just give the orange guy whatever he wants. GDP, just whatever you do. Here, is that good? Don't fire me. When I was just looking up, I was looking for that Fed governor, the Lisa Cook, because she's suing Trump now. Now Scott, Scott's quote, she keeps saying Trump doesn't have the authority to fire her, but we haven't heard her say that she didn't do it. There she is. She's in charge of your monetary policy. I mean, there is no way. There's not. I just say leave it to RFK. Do you guys catch this? Safest way to consume nicotine. Pouches, vapes, safer than cigarette. What is even happening? Nicotine itself does not cause that word. There's no evidence. I mean, it's not carcinogenic. I give up. But in other breaking news, look over there, not over here. I guess Kash Patel, lots of documents, burn bags. Republicans are evil. And here's that story. Lisa Cook sues Trump over her oust from the federal board. Why don't we just get her in a room and have her answer 2 questions? I'm like, you can keep your job if you can answer these 2 questions. Number 1, does the where's money come from? I love that. She'll be stuck. Number 2, does the Fed have anything to do with money? The answer is no. Number 3, do they control interest rates? It's like, just put up a chart. Like, oh, really? Huh, look at all this. Okay, I'll give you the 2-year, the short end, like real short. Because everyone plays arbitrage. And you guys know that's how loans are. Follow the 10-year, at a point, banks make the difference, and then they borrow one end, lend on the other. Anywho, that's how it all works. It's just debt. System's debt. It, again, wipes out the middle class, but buy now, pay later. That'll fix it. But at the end of the day, please pick strawberries. Take that money, okay? Trade equities. And then look for those side hustles that you can turn into businesses and have other people, work their whole lives for you. Anywho, thank you for trusting me. I really appreciate it. I really do. And when I see you or when you email me, I love it. I get jazzed. And with that, because I work every single day of my life, even though I don't have to, maybe I'll take tomorrow off. Let's think about that for a moment there, Bravo. I'll see you tomorrow.